This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 4:59. I'm Will Puckett.
And I'm Madison Pergram.
Thank you for tuning into Mountain News This Morning. And Madison, it is chilly.
Yeah, it's almost not even chilly. It's cold.
Yes.
Like, I walked out and had to go back in and get a pretty big coat.
A pretty big coat. I love it. Let's bring in meteorologist Kelly McShane this morning. And Kelly, we might warm up today, but are we going to continue to see these overnight temperatures drop so low?
We're in that season now where we are actually seeing those fall-like temperatures that we should be. So the nights are cold, but the days aren't feeling too bad out there. And that's what we're going to see heading into today. Overall, we've had those clear skies, so that's why those temperatures have gotten so chilly into the 30s in some places. And as far as visibility goes, a little bit of fog settling into Harlan and Bell County, but otherwise not looking like a widespread issue. But still, just take it easy on the roads this morning. Over towards Whitesburg, not looking like too much fall, just a pretty calm start to our Monday morning. Now check these temperatures out. Some of us in the 30s near Somerset, Monticello, into Jonesville, Harlan. You folks are in those upper 30s. You may be waking up to some patchy frost as well, but some folks on the valleys are looking at the upper 40s to even lower 50s. So quite the temperature spread thanks to that Ridge Valley split. But overall, a chilly start for everybody. Grab the jacket as you head out the door. I will have a look at what you can expect today and the rest of the week here in just a little bit, guys.
Thank you, Kelly. Well, 3 homes caught fire in Pineville last night. A duplex apartment caught on fire, as well as 2 houses next to it.
It is there that crews have been on scene all morning. WYMT's Hannah Reynolds has more.
Crews have been out here on Tennessee Avenue since they got a call around 10:30 on Sunday night saying there was a house fire with possible entrapments. When police got to the house, nobody was trapped inside, but it was fully engulfed. As firefighters tried to put the fire out, it spread to 2 neighboring houses. Police say their main concern when they arrived, especially hearing people could be inside, was to make sure everyone was safe. Thankfully, nobody was injured. However, crews expect to be working for several more hours.
I would say the fire department at least will be out here till the early morning of the hours, up until daylight. We ask that everybody stay away from the Wallsend community right now, just so they can fight the fire and do their best job they can.
Now, as you can see behind me, Kentucky Utilities has cut the power out a few hours ago, and they expect that will continue to stay out until at least the daylight hours. For now, in Bell County, Hannah Reynolds, WYMT Mountain News.
Roads surrounding the houses will also be closed for several more hours. We will continue to watch for any updates from those fires, which we will share here and on our website at WYMT.com.
And it's a fire department looking for help. The Winchester Professional Firefighters Association are combating staffing shortages. The city of Winchester alone has 12 empty positions. They are too short staffed to operate Fire Engine 3, a $1 million truck sitting, not being used. The members of the fire department are nervous about this shortage.
That also kind of puts me on edge, knowing that there's an apparatus that won't be responding to calls. That could easily be one of my family members.
They are asking city and county leaders to work with them and to ramp up recruiting and offer competitive pay.
Doctors are urging people to head to the doctor for flu shots. Doctors are looking to Australia, whose flu season is during our summer. They were hit hard this year and the season lasted longer. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends everyone to be vaccinated before the end of October. They also recommend everyone who is more than 6 months old to get the shot.
And officials with the West Virginia Department of Education say teachers are missing more days of school. New data shows more than half of the state's teachers missed more than 10 days of school last year. The state superintendent of education, Steve Payne, says teachers have a hard and stressful job, but some are missing too much. 11% of teachers missed almost 20 days. And a bill passed a few months ago, including a $500 attendance bonus to teachers missing less than 4 days.
Also in West Virginia, hemp farmers have more than quadrupled their crop. The Mountain State is one of the few granted early legislation for hemp production. About 130 farmers grew more than 600 acres of industrial hemp this year. The profit from hemp is greater than any other cash crop in the state. More than 400 applicants have been submitted this year, or for next year rather. This is nearly double from last year.
And gorgeous weather is expected today, but as we go closer to winter, temperatures are expected to drop after sunset. This means it's time to protect any sensitive plants you may have from the cold temperatures. Perennials should be fine, but flowers like mums will be more susceptible to the frost. Either bring them inside or cover them.
If you're going to cover any plant, it has to be a cloth type covering to protect them. The plastic will transmit the cold to the plant, so you don't want to ever use plastic to cover your plants.
Now, if you don't get to this in time and need to defrost your plants in the morning, a light spray of water before the sun comes up should work.
Well, you may have seen a notice on your weather app saying unhealthy air quality for sensitive groups. This alert was not from the National Weather Service, but a reminder that the changing of seasons can be challenging. A large number of pollutants can be hard for those with asthma or other respiratory issues. Doctors say to make sure to take medications to help with seasonal allergies.
We have changes in weather like this. We had some rain recently. Now we've got a lot colder weather. We can have a couple of things happen. One being the potential for an inversion or temperatures that are holding some of the pollutants and things that our houses and cars and everything else release holds it closer to the ground.
If allergy symptoms are not controlled, they can lead to infections such as sinus and ear infections.
Well, thank you for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning.
More news is on the way.
Coming up, this weekend's Louisville Ironman was special for the police department as one officer competed in honor of a fellow officer who was killed.
We're off to a cool start again, but this afternoon will be another picture perfect one. I'll have a look at this week's forecast coming up next.